we're going to start doing a makeup tutorial. I'm in the mood for this today. I had a lot of requests. After you do your hair, what kind of style you're going to do today. So I'm here to demonstrate it for you. We're going to do a little bit of freestyle. I'm going to do like an open, nice looking eye. Put some cream, some pink, some browns into it. Make a nice looking open eye with a smooth, sinuous blush. Nice pout lips, not overdoing it. You got to understand when you do your lips, it's either overdo the lips or overdo the eye, eye itself. You don't do both because it can be very distracting unless you're in a fashion show and that's what they want because the lights and camera action's there. So a number of things I like to use is some MAC brushes that I have. I like a dewy look today, so I am going to use the Studio Scope 15. Now before I also start talking about makeup, I'm going to talk to you about my morning ritual. If you watch my video, which I also have posted below, on how to remove makeup and stuff at night, what I do in the morning is I rub all the mud mask off. I took a hot washcloth, put a little bit of Irish soap and rinse it off. And then now I'm going to go ahead and apply some tonic water, which is also known as witch hazel, guys. It's an excellent toner, inexpensive way of recharging your face and getting it back to where it needs to be. So I'm going to go ahead and spray some. Whew, that's a morning refresher. Also, I'm going to go ahead and get my shea butter. Let me go ahead and get that for you. Now, shea butter is going to be my moisturizer. It's going to help moisturize the skin to exfoliate it a little bit. And like I told you earlier, a little goes a long way. You can't get this in beauty supply stores, African shops. A lot of people are selling them these days. I will inform you, this is actually more of a synthetic blend because, as I said earlier, my husband's parents are from Ghana, and the real thing is a huge rock, and it's usually like white. And I can feel the texture, how greasy this is, and it's not really how it is. It has a nice luxury. But it's also good if you have very dry skin. Excellent product to recommend so you don't have to overdo the lotion. So I'm going to go ahead and take that and rub it into my hand like that just to spread it out because it's so greasy. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe upwards. You're going to do this right after your toner has kind of dried out. Get it everywhere. Okay. All right, let's rock and roll, people. All right, first thing I'm going to do is use concealer today because I want to do a little bit more coverage. I don't want to show too much blemishes, try to cover some. I really have dark circles because I'm pregnant right now, so, goes with the territory. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take this. This is a Studio Finish Concealer. I wear an NC45. Always get something nearer or lighter than your color just to open it up. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply that. Ain't that something? Just dropped my brush, ladies and gentlemen. That's okay. Wipe it off. Okay, now I know a lot of people say, how do you clean your brushes? We'll go over that too. Just with antibacterial soap, Irish soap, or I don't really like brush cleanse. I usually clean my brush right after I finish doing my makeup. I like my brushes clean for the next morning and they'll dry faster. So the next thing I'm going to go do is add matte foundation. Now I have a trick how I do it so I don't waste product. I like to use the mineral powder. And what I do is I open it and I wear dark. They're actually lighter when you think they are. I pour a little bit of the foundation in from here, the Super Sculpt, and put it in here. My color is NC45 again. Go ahead, put it in the compact just to reserve the residue so I don't have to, or the makeup so I don't use too much of it. A little goes a long way. So I'm going to go ahead and buff that in with this brush right here, which is a, I believe it's a 187 brush. It's like a fan. It's like used when you want to get the airbrush effect. So I'm going to go ahead and buff it in. Kind of move my hair out to the side. Okay. And if I need more, I can go back and put some more in my palette, which I kind of need, but that's okay. I'd rather not waste my stuff, so I'll demonstrate it for you again. I'll go ahead and open this up. About that much. You don't need a lot. I'm telling you, this stuff spreads with this type of brush. Or if you don't have this brush, you can also use One of these, any black brush by MAC or ones that you have, these are made from animals' hair. So, but it just comes on so smooth. I love this brush. This is like a brush I gotta have. So I'm gonna go ahead and buff it into the forehead, just give it a nice look. Now, if you do get makeup on your hairline, that's okay. You could just easily comb it out, brush it, or just leave it where it is. It'll blend in. People ain't gonna see like a big obvious difference unless you really touching your hairline. Then you're big no. Very important areas to do is the sides of the nose, underneath the eyelids, because you're gonna build creases if you don't. And I just buff a little bit in on the little neckline. You don't have to break it down all the way. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and take my powder brush. It's a 150. Love this brush. And also I have the little mini one by Lancome that I take like my carry on. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pat that residue off because do you see I'm wearing white and I didn't cover myself. I don't want that stuff coming on. A good tool recommendation if you're a first time learner, go ahead and drape yourself. A towel, a cape or something so you can learn how to not overspill, because if you have an accident, you're screwed and you gotta change your clothes. And I'm going to work, so we wear black, white, or white. Or black. So I'm gonna go ahead and buff it at the cheek area. Go ahead and put that in. Do that. This powder I like. It goes like goes a long way. So. Okay, buff it in. And why are you gonna use powders? Because you're gonna fill in that foundation. And plus, it's going to be like a top of the primer for your eyeshadow. Okay, number of things I like to use. I'm going to use a primer, which is a paint pot. This is called Bare Study, which I love. And there's another one I have. A little bit of on the pinkish side. I don't know the name. But I like to use that so I can prime my eyes. Now, I'll give you a trick. I'm not going to lie. You can use the cheapest eyeshadow out there. With primer, it makes it look so flawless. And good brushes. I'm just taking a makeup wipe and I'm just wiping my brush off. Because my makeup remover, I let that work today. But that's okay. So we're going to clean all that residue off my brush so I can use it later on. But I also have another concealer brush that I like to use. So I will go ahead and use that one. Kind of wipe that off too. I'm not putting water on it because if you put water on it, you're going to have a problem applying it. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit on. And you can put it on your hands for control. I know usually how much to use. I'm going to open my eye really, really wide. And just put it all over the eye and kind of extend it where the eyebrow is. Okay, same thing here. Extend it over. Okay. And for tutorial purposes, I am going a little bit slower. I usually would probably be done already with my makeup. So we'll go ahead. Now we just prime the eye. Colors I'm going to use. My sister has this lovely makeup pack that I'm going to show you, for instance, how the makeup does come out flawless. She has this one. Really good one, and I'll show you the inside of it. Lovely, lovely colors, and it's like 2 palettes full of foundation, but it's powder, eyeshadow powder, but it is, I say, lovely. You can tell the one she used the most, the brown, of course. But we're gonna go ahead and choose some colors. So, as well as I said, we're gonna do some pinks and browns, some whites. So we're going to stay out of the spectrum of these colors right here. We're going to hit these brown areas, maybe some of the smoky look of that, and some cools into the pink. So I'm going to combine this, and a little bit of these into here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a base. I have lots of brushes in the world of today, modern technology. So I'm going to base my eyelid, and I'm going to go ahead and use this brush. This brush, because I have 2 of the same thing, so I can tell you the number of this brush right here. This is a 222. You can tell when I used to, back in the days, clean my brushes, I used to soak in a whole bunch of water. Don't do that. Don't be like me. You won't have a brush. This will happen. It is a MAC brush. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose this color right here. or based on my eye. Just midway on the crease. Blow some of that residue off. And look how nice that color just pats on with that primer. I'm telling you, man, this primer is unbelievable. Okay, smooth it on. It's unbelievable. Okay. Another lovely brush I like to use, I call it my Poindexter brush because it just has this beautiful pinpoint tip that if you're the type of person to miss your eye indentation inside that lid, it will pop out so much you won't be able to miss it. Literally, it is like super duper strong. I can't really see the numbers, but you can see as a point. And the point is to get into the crease area so you don't have to do a lot of manipulation. So the color I'm going to use for that one, I'm going to probably try like this brown. It's like a brown copper color right there. Just kind of tap that on both sides. Don't dig into the makeup, guys. Tap it lightly. You don't want to be putting indentations. I don't like that. Blow that. And then you can just like buff it into your hand so you can see that residue doesn't come off of your face, but at least on your hand. I'm going to go ahead and open my eyelid like this. The Nicki Minaj thing going on, and just do the crease. And this is how you really find it. You don't have to do too much work, but just look how gorgeous that is. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some more from my other lid and do the same thing. Hey, if you want that look, you don't have to do a lot of stuff with this brush. This brush is just amazing. Just kind of pop your eye out so you can feel your crease and you don't have to touch your hand or anything on it. Kind of overextend that. And I'm blending at the same time to incorporate the first color that I did use. Perfect. Great. Okay, next color I'm going to go ahead and use is a pink. You know, it sounds stupid, but it'll look hot. You'll see. So we're going to use this bright pink right here. I'm going to tap that on both sides. Another trick I'm going to do so I can make it more lubricant. I'm going to go take the charged one. I'm going to spray it on both sides of the brush. And touch it again. So I don't have to put it in the back of my hand. It just makes it more of a sheen. So I'm just going to go a little bit here. And then kind of extend on my eye. There we go. See that, guys? I'm sorry. I'm just like not being user-friendly with you guys today. Don't hate me. Okay. Both sides of the brush. Alright. Okay, guys. I know you love at me now because I'm just like showing you all in my eye. Hopefully you don't see my little blemishes, but I try to take care of them as much as possible. We all ain't perfect. I'm going to add a little bit more to kind of blend it in. There we go. So now I have the same. But see how that primer, it just pops it out? It's amazing. Now we're going to go ahead and use that lovely color I was telling you earlier. It's like a white gray right here. I'm going to spray the brush too. Show you how the effect is. And I'll just wipe some of the residue if it's overuse of the powder. Let me do that, but color right there. You blow and brush at the same time. So I'm going to show you this little area right here. I'm just going to go ahead and powder it on. And even if you touch the eyebrows, okay, because you're going to cover it with some stuff. Now, I'm not going to blend it in yet. I'm just going to demonstrate to you what area we're touching up right there. Okay. Alright, now we're going to blend. Brush of the moment, dun 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 dun. 225. Lovely fat bristles. It's the blending factor. So I'm going to go ahead and just blend it. See how that is? And please, people, when you do makeup, blend. Blending is the key to success. Now, I want a little bit more pink showing. I just changed my mind. I'm gonna do something new. So I'm gonna use my really fat brush. I'm gonna go into that pink. You know, see how it pops out. This brush picks up a lot of color. This is a 227 brush. Oh, so sweet. My husband bought me some because I'm pregnant. Ain't that sweet? Oops. That's a nice husband. Okay, but you see how they just popped out a little bit more? That's what I want today. I want to look like Pinky and the Addo swimming in the sea. Okay. Alright, get that blending brush. Blend, 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 guys. Blend, 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 blend. Perfect. Now I'm going to put the makeup back. Please, guys. I learned a long time ago when I was young, back in the days in college, years ago. Put your makeup back where it belongs, especially if you're borrowing it from somebody. This is not mine. This belongs to my sister. So I like to put things where they go. I have a long, big, huge shelf that I spread my makeup out, and I always like to put things back on flat surfaces so they don't fall, because people break your makeup, you'll be screwed. Next thing we're going to do is underneath the eyelash line, I'm going to go ahead and put like a nice, more underneath the eye, just to open my eyes a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this mirror, but I'm going to go closer and show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go underneath the eye, swipe, swoop under here, and swipe, swoop here. Okay, close my eye. Okay. And, you know, if you don't have a steady hand, get a small brush I'll show you. You can use for eyeshadow. And therefore, the liquid, you don't have to be scared of it. And you can draw it on. Now I am going to do this just a little bit. This is very, very hard to work with because this is liquid, guys. Now I also use Blackout by MAC. It's an excellent product to use because you can use your brush. And I forgot to tell you that I'm smearing my face right now because I had makeup from my brush, but I'll show you how to get rid of that. You want to take the makeup wipe and just pout. Don't wipe, pout. Let it dry a little bit and use your powder brush. Okay? Same thing here. Close the eye. Of course, you're going to have one hand stronger than the other. So I am right-handed. Right eye is easier than going to my right to the left. And vice versa. But take your time. Especially with liquid, it's not so fun. But it can be fun once you learn how to use it. And you can open your eyes to make sure your eyes have symmetry. I'm going underneath the eyelid. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to let it dry a little bit. Now, that powder trick I was telling you about. Get my powder brush. Another thing, guys. Hair will come off the brushes. Take the time before you leave out the house to remove all those pieces of hair off. That is like embarrassing. Someone's looking at your face and see pieces of hair on your face from your brush. So I learned this from my other sister, who is younger than me, not too many years apart. She's like an actress, and she is very anal on her face. So being around her just teach me to be more anal. Okay, so I'm letting that dry. The next thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows. Letting them grow out a little bit. I like to use this brush. Actually, it's not even a brush. This is a eyebrow crayon pearlescent scruples. It's called Stud. It's dark brown, not black. So go according to your hair. Just gonna go ahead and just as you see right here, I'm doing this in the mirror. Follow your eyebrow. You don't have to like draw on. You just take the time and feather it in. It's like art, just making love with paint onto your eye and make it look natural. Hey, people with like all these drawn eyebrows, knowing you ain't got no hair. I said it. Yes, I did. And those who can grow hair, that's okay. You can use powder with a flathead brush, and then use the brow brush to blend it in so it don't look too cakey or fakey. Guys don't like that, by the way. They know when you have like fake eyebrows and stuff. So I'm just filling these in. I'm getting my brow brush right now so I can show you what I'm talking about. Just this right here. Just gonna brush them into place and make sure everything is neat and smooth. Look how nice that is, guys. I don't even finish yet. I didn't even finish the blush. Couple of components because I'm making that nice dewy look. So again, I'm not going to overrate it. So I'm going to do like a solemn color, and I'm going to come back with like 2-3 different types of bronzer. I'm going to go ahead and get my powder brush. Also, you use this for foundation as well, believe it or not. And blot it off. And you can smile if you like indentions of the cheek. So I'll show you. Don't be afraid to put on blush. Blush is supposed to give you those nice and sensuous cheek, line it of the bone, and just finish tops off the makeup. Makes you look like a celebrity. So with the residue I have on my brush, I'm going to outline, T-zone my face, my cheek, and my chin area. Then I love to use this bronzing powder. My skin's going to kill me because I think I've been using a lot of it. It's called Refined Deeper Bronze. It's beautiful copper tone. Any skin color can use this. If you're very, very light side or you're very, very on the dark side, you can never use this. It's like a sun-kissed look. But, you know, I'm giving my dewy self. So I'm going to kind of highlight my cheeks, my nose, and my forehead. Then I'm going to take my highlighting powder brush. And it's really a highlighter. This is a 130. This is a Skin Finish Mineralized Powder. It's called Gold Deposit. And I'm just going to go ahead and highlight the outside of the cheekbone area. And a little on the nose. You can just see it look a sun-kissed already. Last but not least, I have this other mineral skin finish. This is called Soft and Gentle, actually. I'm going to go ahead and open that. And I like to put it right here underneath my eye. Which just gives it openness because I have these circles and it just gives the illusion I don't have them anymore. So I'm going to put that on there. Okay, so we got that together. And me to kind of blow my nose. Earlier I did talk about the brush you can use for your eyebrows. And I'll show you that right now. I like to use this right here. Dip it in eyeshadow the color you like. And then use your eyebrow brush and brush them in. Okay? Okay, last but not least, guys, is the lip color. So again, I want to do something very new, very pout. I don't want to over-sexualize. This is a gloss. It's called Underage. I don't really sell it because I had this about 6 months. Just a little bit. Okay. Make sure everything is good with my powder brush and just kind of blend. And voila, guys, here we are, flawless. And last but not least is mascara. I use the Colossal Volume Express. I normally like to use Lancome, the Finish Seals, or the one with long lashes. That is awesome. But I'm on a budget right now, and the little one's on the way, so this will be close to something that I could do. And I'm going to create the illusion to make the eyes look popped out. So we're going to go ahead and first wipe this makeup off my hands so I don't have any residue. Alright. Okay, pop this off my hands, and I'm going to show you. The key is to stroke it up. Open the eyes. That's going to glob it on. And I go from one eye to one eye, back to one eye to one eye, and then vice versa underneath. So while one is drying, you can go over. So, let you see. I had to move that piece of hair, you know. Brush, let's go ahead and... take your time. You have gloves, just go ahead and remove it and wipe it out like that. Your brushes should always be really neat and clean. And you can see how fast it's picking that up. It looks like it's fake already compared to this, to that, to this, to that. For purposes, I'm going to go work a little bit faster. Just take the time, and then if you have globs, just shimmy it away. Shimmy it away. Okay. Go back to the other eye. And see how it's drying and it's picking it up finally? That's what you want. Go to the second eye, and that'll be enough coats for me. I'm not trying to look too dramatic on the eyelashes, but enough to look like there's something there and it looks fake. There's mine. I always say, oh, your eyelashes, what number do you use for them? Like, baby, this is just mascara. Give it all those who use eyelashes. I ain't knocking you. I do apply them at work for other customers, but for me, I like mostly strip lashes. I like to put them on if I'm going somewhere or I'm in a photo shoot, then I use them, but normally I just use mascara. Go underneath, open the eyelid. Q-tip's another great thing, so if you mess up, like I just did just now, I'm going to go ahead and get a Q-tip and wipe it away. I'm just going to go ahead and finish the eye first. You can see a little right there. See a little bit. If not, you can use your water. I said be careful. I made these real cute faces with my makeup. That's okay. I'm just gonna residue off and that's it. Good luck, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Take care and God bless.